think it's Pipette, maybe it's Pipette? Pipette? I don't know. I'm sorry, this is not pronunciations by Hyram. Hello everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Oh boy, this video has been a long time coming and I am so excited because the amount of research, work, testing, etc, that I have put into this video. I have been looking forward to this for so long because in this video, I will be sharing all of the best sunscreens that you can use this summer. All of the best recommendations to keep you protected from our mutual enemy, the sun. Seriously though, while I want you guys to have so many adventures out in the sun this summer, I just want y'all to be protected. I just don't want you guys to get sun damage, okay? And I cannot even count how many messages I've gotten across all the platforms asking for my best sunscreen recommendations, and I thought I would just put all of them into this video, show you guys all of the best products, so that after you finish this video, you can walk away with your holy grail sunscreen and ride off into the sunset, baby. Let's go. So after I made my last video about sunscreens, I really put myself to the test to find the best new sunscreens possible, which is why in this video, I'm going to be recommending a bunch of products that I have not yet talked about on my channel before. But if you guys want to see me test out all of these sunscreens and show you guys what they look like throughout the day, I'm doing a new series on TikTok where I test out a bunch of sunscreens and show you if they're actually worth the hype or not, how they wear throughout the entire day, so that you can see firsthand how these sunscreens perform. So I highly recommend you follow my TikTok. I will have it linked in the description box below. It's just Hyram, so that you can see each of these sunscreens and more and really see how they perform throughout the day. But this video is going to be a compilation of all of the best ones, and I wish you guys could see how many sunscreens I purchased in preparation for this video. Oh my god, there is a huge pile in my closet. Many sunscreens that did not pass the cut because I want to recommend the best of the best for you. As we get into this video, I want to say if you do want to purchase any of the sunscreens that I'm recommending, I have them all linked in the description box below. I make a small commission from these links that helps to support my channel, and after doing all this research, I would really appreciate it if you use those links, but no pressure. As always, they're just there for your reference if you do decide to purchase any of these products. Okay boys, let's jump into it. Last thing, all of these sunscreens are mineral sunscreens or Korean sunscreens, and I will be rating them on a white cast rating of 1 to 3. 1 being virtually no white cast whatsoever. I haven't been able to see any white cast at all. 2, where there may be an initial white cast but goes away when you rub it into the skin. And 3, where there still is a little bit of a remaining white cast left on the skin. However, with all these sunscreens, I made sure they have the least amount of white cast possible because I hate looking like a ghost. This is not the summer of looking like Casper. Flashback Mary is not the vibe. And these cover all different bases, whether they're super affordable, you can find them at the drugstore, they're Korean sunscreens, and even saving the best of the best for the end of the video. First up is the TruSkin Vitamin C SPF 30 sunscreen. I've talked about this multiple times on my channel. I like this one because it combines the antioxidant power of vitamin C alongside a mineral sunscreen in an SPF 30 formula, and I really like that you can find it on Amazon. It's really accessible. TruSkin has a lot of really popular products, but they recently came out with this one and I really enjoy it. I would say it has a white cast rating of 2, where it has an initial white cast, but as you rub it into your skin, it disappears. I like it because it has nourishing ingredients like shea butter and cucumber, as well as vitamin C, and I would recommend this for anyone who has combination skin. It's not the most lightweight sunscreen out there, but it's not super moisturizing and solely for dry skin. Out of all the sunscreens in the video, this one is more on the expensive side, but still definitely good value and a great formula, especially if you're someone who really likes to shop Amazon for skincare. Next up is the Pipette Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50. I think it's Pipette, maybe it's Pipette? I don't know. I'm sorry, this is not pronunciations by Hyram. Y'all already know I suck at pronouncing things right. I've seen this sunscreen recommended so many times that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. And one of the main things I love about it is that it's really affordable. You get a lot of product, 120 milliliters for $12, making it one of the most affordable sunscreens on this list, if not the most affordable. It's fragrance free and has a really simple ingredient list. I like that it includes squalane in the ingredient list, so it's really moisturizing, and I'd say definitely good for someone who has combination to maybe more dry skin. I would rate this as a white cast rating of 3. There is still a little bit of a white cast left over, but being that it's a mineral formula but SPF 50 and for the price point, I think it's one of the best formulas out there that you can find at this price, because sunscreen is just not a cheap product. While you can find a lot of great exfoliating products out there and moisturizers for a really good price point, sunscreen is just expensive because it's really complicated to make, and this is one of the most affordable ones you can find, and I love that you can find it at a lot of drugstores. Is it my favorite sunscreen of all? No, it's not, but it does a really good job for its price point, and you get the full SPF 50 protection, which I think is awesome. If you're looking to spend the least amount of money on sunscreen possible, this is definitely your guy. Next up will come to literally no one's surprise if you've watched any of my videos over the past year. It is my tried and true, the Bliss Blockstar SPF 30 sunscreen. I love this one because it's a tinted sunscreen and because of how well it mattifies my skin. I have really oily skin, and during the summer, it's 100 times worse. I get greasy so fast, and we all know that sunscreens can feel very heavy on the skin sometimes, but I love this one because it's not as pigmented as a tinted moisturizer, but it still gives a little bit of that corrective pigment in order to cover any excess redness and just kind of blur the skin, all while being really mattifying. I love the formula. I think it's such a good product. I will say that it does have lavender essential oil. I personally don't have a problem being that that's the only essential oil in it, but if you do have a sensitivity to that one, then just be aware for this one. But I honestly won't go too into depth with this one because I've already talked about it so much. I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing it. But yes, had to include this one. Oh, and I would say it does have a white cast rating of 3, not because I noticed any white cast with this, but just because it does have a tint to it, which means that if you have a darker skin tone, this wouldn't be the right one for you. Or if you have a really, really fair skin tone, I would recommend the other products I'm recommending. But this one's awesome and definitely the one I've used more than any other sunscreen in this video. Next is one that I've also talked about on my channel before, the Torriden Dive-In Mild Cream SPF 50. This one is a Korean sunscreen that utilizes zinc oxide, and immediately when I used this, I was very impressed with the formula. It's lightweight on the skin, but it's still pretty moisturizing, which is why I think it's good for combo to oily skin. And it has great ingredients like allantoin, jojoba oil, and ceramides. I would give this one a 2 only because initially when you apply it, there is a little bit of a white cast, but once you rub it into the skin, it goes away. If you're someone who has sensitive skin and you really want to rebuild that moisture barrier, but don't want it to feel heavy or greasy on the skin, this is definitely a good one to go with. Oh my god, I did not wear the right outfit to be filming this video in summer, but it's so cute. I actually got this vest vintage. One of my favorite designers, vintage Jean-Paul Gaultier. I got it for such a good price. Guys, if you're wanting to find some really cool thrifted designer pieces for a big discount, I highly recommend shopping vintage and secondhand. It's the best. If you didn't believe me that my skin gets oily, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is covered in grease. Ugh. Anyway, next up is one I have to mention because I'm so happy that the brand finally reformulated their sunscreen, even though it does have a few drawbacks, but I still really like it. The First Aid Beauty Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. If you watch one of my recent videos where I talked about products I fell out of love with, this is one I mentioned because their old formula felt really gritty on the skin and was not a pleasant experience, and I ended up falling out of love with it. But then they released this one, which I will say is very different from the other sunscreen because the other one was tinted and this one is not. However, with this one, you get a lot more product, so better bang for your buck. It's a non-tinted zinc oxide formula. It has moisturizing ingredients like sunflower seed oil and avocado oil. It's lightweight, but still pretty moisturizing, which is why I'd recommend this one for combo skin, maybe even a little bit more towards the dry skin side. Like I said, very different from their last formula, but still a really good one. And I would give this one a white cast rating of 2. A little bit of white cast at first, but it goes away once you rub it into the skin. And now we get into the really, really good ones. These are the best of the best I have not talked about on my channel before, and I am so excited to introduce you guys to. Get ready to have your minds blown. First up is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. Now, I have used this one for quite a while. This is like my go-to beach sunscreen, and the reason I like this one is because it's lightweight. It is a little bit dewy on the skin, but nothing that looks greasy or heavy, and I think that's due to the 8 different types of hyaluronic acid it has in it. This one is a Korean sunscreen, and it's SPF 50, but honestly, you would not know it's SPF 50 because of how lightweight and invisible the formula is. I would give this one a white cast rating of 1. It's non-existent. It's so good. I love sharing this one with friends at the beach, and it's one of the few sunscreens out there I can find with niacinamide, as well as ingredients like centella and fig. Great formula. I believe their new packaging does look different, so just be aware of that. But this one has a cult following for a reason. It's really, really good. Next up is one that totally took me by surprise because I will admit, I did not have high hopes for this one. It is the Native Unscented Mineral Face Lotion SPF 30. I'm really blown away by this product, mostly because of the price point. I mean, it's $16. It's a really good price. It has great ingredients like sunflower seed oil and avocado oil. I would give this one a white cast rating of 2, but honestly, it's almost at the 1 area. You really don't notice a white cast once you rub it into the skin. It dissipates very quickly. And I like this one because it's lightweight, but still moisturizing to the skin, but not at an overly greasy level, which is why I think this is a really good match for anyone who has combo skin. I think just off of the price point alone, I am really impressed with this one. And I believe you can find it at Target and other drugstores, so it's very accessible and easy to find. I know I recommended the Pipette sunscreen for anyone who's looking to spend the least amount on your sunscreen, but if you're comfortable spending spending just $4 more, I definitely recommend going with this one just because I think the formula and overall experience is so much better than this, even though they're both good. Here go the final two sunscreens, and I just have no words for how good these formulas are. First up is the Enjoy Super Mild Sun Essence SPF 50. If you forced me into an interrogation room and sat me down with this for the first time and said that I had the choice to either say this was an SPF 50 formula or go to jail, I would go to jail. Because using this, I'm like, there's no way that this is SPF 50, but it is, folks. This has an amazing gel consistency. It's so lightweight on the skin, does not feel heavy at all. It has a very slight dewiness, but honestly, practically invisible on the skin. There's absolutely no white cast whatsoever. I would give this a 1. Such a good option for anyone who has really oily skin because it is so lightweight, and I'm just still blown away by the fact that it's an SPF 50. SPF 50 sunscreens are usually miserable to use, and this one literally feels like a gel moisturizer. It's so freaking good. Definitely in my top 2, and I'm so glad I found it. And then for my number 1 sunscreen, this one I rated number 1 across all the different categories: experience, SPF rating, accessibility, price point, and it actually came per recommendation of you guys because I asked in my last video for you guys to recommend your favorite sunscreen, and I saw so many people talking about this one, and I was like, okay, what is the hype? Let me get on this because it was so hyped up, and if you know me, anything that's super hyped up, I am determined to find what's wrong with it. It's so much harder to convince me to love something that I know everyone loves because I just want to be different. I'm not like the other girls. It is the Hero Cosmetics Force Shield SPF 30 sunscreen. I am truly blown away by this one. I have no words. This has to be one of the best sunscreens I have ever used in my life. It has a slight, almost green pigment to it, which I really like because it almost offsets the redness in your skin. It's like a gel cream. I don't know how to describe it. It's a very unique consistency, but the reasons I have it at the top of this list are, first, the ingredient list is amazing. It is chock full of antioxidants that are really good for preventing, why did I slow down on that word? Preventing environmental damage, which I think is really impressive considering how good of a price point this one is. I believe it's $19, $20. It's great for combination to oily skin, and I love that you can find it at so many locations. You can find it at Ulta, you can find it at Target, Amazon, and just overall for how good of an experience this is. Being that it is a zinc oxide sunscreen, I'm just truly blown away by how impressive just this formula is. It's definitely a 1 for me on the white cast rating, and I think it just checks the boxes for everything you want in a good mineral sunscreen. I will admit these are kind of head to head because this one does have just such an amazing lightweight gel experience, but it is a Korean sunscreen and it's harder to find, while this one is so much easier to find at a drugstore or at Ulta. But between these two, I am just seriously impressed, y'all. Thank you for the recommendation of this one. I think it's great. I just think they're awesome. And if you haven't found a sunscreen that you love yet, I highly recommend, well, all the products in this video, but if you had to go with 2, I'd say check these ones out. They are so awesome. And those are all of the sunscreens I have to share in this video. I know it may seem like a lot, so don't feel overwhelmed. If you are brand new to skincare, just find one of these to test out, try it, see how you like it, and test out your experience. But overall, I really tried with each of these sunscreens to find the best options in each category. So whether you want to spend as little as possible on a sunscreen, or you want to tinted moisturize your experience, or you want the most lightweight sunscreen out there, you're covered. So after watching this video, you have no excuse. You are now legally obligated to wear sunscreen every day. Like I said before, all these products are linked in the description box below if you do want to check them out, and make sure you go follow me on TikTok to see my sunscreen series that I'm doing where you can see how each of these wear throughout the day. Overall, I just want you guys to have a good summer, have as many adventures as you'd like out in the sun, but still protect your skin in the process to make sure you're not getting that long-term damage. And yeah, like always, if you guys have any sunscreens that you recommend, please comment them down below. I am always on the lookout for new sunscreens, but I hope you all have a great summer. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.